Corned beef is a beloved food item enjoyed around the world, often featured in classic dishes such as sandwiches or served alongside cabbage in traditional Irish meals. Its distinct flavor and long shelf life have made it a popular choice for generations. But have you ever wondered how this iconic product is made? Today, we'll walk you through every step of the process, from sourcing the raw materials to the final packaged product, giving you an in-depth look at the craftsmanship and technology involved in creating this beloved food. The process begins with sourcing the key raw material, beef. The meat used for corned beef usually comes from the brisket or round cut, which are ideal for the curing process due to their texture and flavor. These cuts are typically sourced from high-quality beef producers, often from local farms or larger meat suppliers, depending on the scale of production. Quality control is essential at this stage to ensure that the beef meets strict standards for fat content, texture, and freshness. The cattle used are often raised in specific regions known for their superior beef production, and only the best cuts are selected to go through the corned beef process. Once the beef arrives at the processing facility, it undergoes a thorough inspection to ensure it meets all quality standards. Inspectors check for any signs of spoilage, discoloration, or other issues that could affect the quality of the final product. After passing inspection, the beef is cleaned and trimmed to remove any excess fat or connective tissue that isn't needed for the process. The trimming is done by skilled butchers or automated machines, depending on the facility, ensuring that each cut is prepared to the correct specifications. The beef is then divided into appropriately sized portions, ready to be cured. The cleaning process is crucial to maintaining hygiene and quality. The beef is rinsed in cold water to remove any surface contaminants, ensuring the meat is as clean as possible before it enters the curing phase. In some facilities, the meat may also be soaked in a brine solution for a short period to help tenderize it and enhance its flavor. This step also ensures that the meat is properly prepared for the curing process, which is where corned beef gets its signature flavor. The primary processing stage is where the beef is transformed into corned beef through a process called curing. Curing is the method by which salt is used to preserve the meat, giving it a long shelf life and unique taste. The term corn comes from the large grains or corns of salt traditionally used in the process. A special brine mixture is used, which typically contains water, salt, sodium nitrate to preserve the color, and a blend of spices that may include mustard seeds, peppercorns, bay leaves, and cloves. The beef is placed into large vats or tanks where it is submerged in the brine. This step is crucial as it allows the salt and spices to penetrate the meat, infusing it with flavor while also preserving it. The curing process can take anywhere from several days to a week, depending on the size of the beef cuts and the specific recipe being followed. During this time, the meat is kept at a low temperature to prevent spoilage and ensure that the curing process takes place slowly and evenly. In some cases, the beef may be injected with the brine solution to ensure that it is evenly distributed throughout the meat, speeding up the curing process and ensuring a consistent flavor profile. If you're enjoying this detailed look at the fascinating process behind corned beef, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on our future videos where we explore the production of more of your favorite foods. Once the beef has been fully cured, it is removed from the brine and rinsed to remove any excess salt or spices that may have accumulated on the surface. At this stage, the meat is firm and has developed the characteristic pinkish color that corned beef is known for. The next step in the process is to cook the meat. Cooking is an essential part of the process, as it not only makes the beef tender but also helps to lock in the flavors from the curing process. The beef is typically slow cooked in large steam ovens or kettles. The cooking time can vary depending on the size of the beef cuts, but it generally takes several hours for the meat to become tender and fully cooked. The cooking temperature is carefully controlled to ensure the meat doesn't dry out, and the steam method helps to retain moisture within the beef. During this phase, the meat may also be seasoned further to enhance its flavor. After cooking, the beef is left to cool, allowing it to firm up slightly before moving on to the next stage of production. After cooking, the corned beef enters the secondary processing stage, where it is refined and prepared for packaging. In many cases, the beef is sliced or shredded, depending on the type of product being produced. Slicing is done using precision machines that can cut the beef into uniform slices, perfect for sandwiches or deli-style servings. Shredding, on the other hand, is used for products that will be canned or packaged in a different form. Both methods ensure that the beef is processed into the desired consistency, ready for packaging. In some cases, additional steps are taken to enhance the flavor of the beef. For example, some producers may choose to smoke the beef lightly, adding a layer of smoky flavor that complements the cured taste. This process is typically done using natural wood chips in specialized smoking chambers, where the beef is exposed to smoke for a set period. This additional flavoring step is not always part of the traditional process, but can add a unique twist to the final product. Now that the corned beef is fully processed, it is ready to be packaged. The packaging process is critical for ensuring the product's freshness and long shelf life. Depending on the type of product, the beef may be vacuum sealed in airtight plastic packaging or placed into cans for long-term storage. Vacuum sealing is a popular method as it removes air from the packaging, preventing the growth of bacteria and helping the beef stay fresh for longer. In some cases, the beef may be packed in brine within the packaging to help preserve its moisture and flavor. For canned corned beef, the meat is placed into sterilized cans, along with a small amount of brine or broth to keep it moist. The cans are then sealed and cooked under pressure to ensure they are completely sterile, extending the shelf life of the product to several years. This method allows corned beef to be stored and transported without the need for refrigeration, making it a popular option for consumers worldwide. Hygiene is of the utmost importance during the packaging process. Factories that produce corned beef adhere to strict cleanliness protocols to ensure the product is safe for consumption. Workers wear protective clothing, and machinery is regularly cleaned and sanitized to prevent contamination. Every package is also labeled with important information such as the use-by date, batch number, and nutritional information, ensuring that consumers know exactly what they are purchasing. Once the corned beef has been packaged, it is stored in temperature-controlled warehouses until it is ready for distribution. If the product is vacuum sealed or fresh, it is typically kept refrigerated at a temperature between 0 and 5 degrees Celsius to maintain its freshness. Canned corned beef, on the other hand, can be stored at room temperature due to its long shelf life. From the warehouse, the product is loaded onto refrigerated trucks for transportation to retailers and distributors. This ensures that the corned beef arrives at its destination in perfect condition, ready to be enjoyed by consumers around the world. Corned beef is distributed across a wide range of markets, from local grocery stores to international retailers. The global demand for corned beef has remained strong for decades, with millions of cans and packages produced each year. In countries like the UK, Ireland, and the United States, corned beef is a staple food item, enjoyed in both traditional dishes and modern recipes. If you enjoyed learning about how this popular food is made, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content on food production. We've got plenty more interesting processes to explore, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. The process of making corned beef is a fascinating blend of traditional methods and modern technology. From the careful selection of high-quality beef to the precise curing, cooking, and packaging techniques, each step plays a critical role in creating a product that has been enjoyed by people around the world for generations. Whether it's served as part of a hearty meal or used as an ingredient in other dishes, corned beef continues to be a versatile and beloved food known for its rich flavor and long-lasting appeal. Have you ever wondered what the secret behind the rich, creamy butter you love so much is? It's a journey filled with fascinating stories, from lush green pastures to modern production methods where technology and passion come together in perfect harmony. Join us as we uncover the amazing journey and reveal some surprising secrets about the butter-making process that most people don't know. It might sound strange, but the mood of a dairy cow really does impact the quality and quantity of its milk. Just like humans, when cows feel happy, relaxed, and comfortable, their bodies produce more beneficial hormones that boost their health and immune systems, leading to better milk quality. On the other hand, when cows are stressed, scared, or sad, their bodies release cortisol, which suppresses the immune system and decreases milk production. The milk can even change in taste and nutritional composition. That's why, to keep the cows happy and ensure high-quality milk, they live in clean, spacious environments with plenty of room to move and rest. Their diet is carefully controlled, with fresh, clean elephant grass from nearby fields used as their natural food. Grass is a nutrient, fiber-filled, easy-to-digest food source that provides the essential nutrients cows need. It also improves the quality of the milk, particularly the fat content and flavor. When cows eat fresh grass, their milk tends to have a richer, creamier taste. Grass is also crucial for maintaining their digestive health. The cows wear smart collars to monitor their health. It's an effective solution for tracking their well-being, diet, and daily activities. These collars collect data on important physiological indicators such as body temperature, heart rate, activity levels, and even eating habits. This data is sent directly to the farm's management system, allowing farmers to easily monitor the cow's health and quickly identify any signs of illness or stress. When we begin the journey of making butter, the first step is, of course, to collect milk from dairy farms, and this process is now automated. In this automated system, each cow enters its own stall equipped with a milking device. These devices consist of soft rubber cups that are gently placed on the cow's udder. The cups create a mild suction, controlled inside, to naturally and comfortably extract the milk. To ensure the milk's quality, cleanliness is always a top priority. Both during and after the milking process, all areas that come into contact with the cows are thoroughly cleaned with fresh water to remove any dirt or residues. One interesting fact that many people don't know is that all dairy cows are actually mothers. After each milking, these mother cows are immediately reunited with their calves. This not only helps the cows feel more relaxed and less stressed, but it also ensures the health and well-being of both the mother and the calf. Being together gives the mother cow peace of mind and allows her to provide better nutrition through breastfeeding. Meanwhile, the calves grow healthy, nourished by the love and care of their mothers. It's a natural, loving way to maintain the health of both generations of cows on the farm. Freshly collected milk is immediately transported to the processing plant within 24 hours via large refrigerated trucks. Once it arrives, the milk undergoes thorough testing to check for contaminants and bacteria, as well as to measure fat and protein content. This testing process is crucial to ensure the milk meets food safety and hygiene standards. Only batches that meet all the required criteria are approved and transferred into large storage tanks. These tanks are specially designed to preserve the milk under optimal conditions, minimizing microbial growth and maintaining its quality before moving on to the next processing stage. The milk is then heated to a high temperature, typically around 280 to 285 degrees Fahrenheit, for a very short period, usually 2 to 4 seconds. This process, known as UHT, ultra-high temperature pasteurization, kills most harmful bacteria, molds, and other pathogens in the milk, making it safer for consumers and extending its shelf life. After pasteurization, the milk is rapidly cooled to about 39 degrees Fahrenheit to prevent any external bacterial contamination before the milk separation process begins. The large containers are prepared and thoroughly cleaned. Hygiene during milk production is extremely important, and cleaning the large containers before milk separation is a crucial step that cannot be skipped. Any contamination in the containers could affect the quality and safety of the milk. Once everything is ready, the milk is separated using a centrifugal process, spinning at 500 revolutions per minute for 10 minutes. This process produces two main components: cream, also known as butterfat, and skim milk. Have you ever tried skim milk? Skim milk is milk that has had almost all of its fat removed. Compared to whole milk, skim milk contains fewer calories and less fat, but still retains the same levels of calcium, vitamins, and minerals. Thanks to these qualities, skim milk offers numerous health benefits, especially for those looking to manage their weight or for people with cardiovascular conditions or diabetes. The cream obtained from the centrifugation process has a high, uniform fat content, which helps create butter with a rich, delicious flavor, smooth texture, and an irresistible creaminess. The cream is first smoothed out, then goes through a pasteurization process followed by a brief fermentation period. Depending on the type of butter being produced, the fat content of the cream is adjusted by adding or removing skim milk. The acidity can also be adjusted by adding lactic acid bacteria, which give the butter its distinct flavor. The continuous churning process is crucial for bringing the fat molecules in the cream together, forming smooth butter grains. The butter is transferred into a special churn where each layer of butter dances in smooth motion, blending together. The mixers keep stirring the mixture, creating a soft, silky butter with a texture as smooth as a flowing stream. At this point, the butter is fully ready with an incredible smoothness that's sure to captivate anyone. From here, we have smooth, refined butter grains ready to create the perfect creamy butter. In medieval Europe, butter was considered a luxury food reserved only for the nobility and wealthy families. Its value was so high that it was even used as a form of currency, a medium of exchange and transactions. This is how highly the people of the time valued this food. Butter wasn't just a delicious treat, it represented elegance, serving as a symbol of wealth and luxury in society during that era. Once the butter has completed the processing, it is poured into containers weighing 44 pounds for storage. These containers help maintain the freshness and quality of the butter throughout transportation and storage. Depending on the orders, the factory can package the butter in various formats to meet the diverse needs of customers. The large blocks of butter are cut into smaller, manageable portions, making the packaging process easier and more convenient. This is the traditional packaging commonly used for block butter. The wrapping paper is carefully selected and can be made from aluminum foil, wax paper, or polyethylene-coated paper, which helps prevent the infiltration of air and moisture, protecting the butter's quality. This type of packaging is ideal for orders that require immediate use without the need for long-term storage, helping the butter maintain its freshness throughout transportation and consumption. Butter can be packaged in foil pouches to block light and preserve its flavor. This packaging helps protect the butter from environmental factors, especially light, keeping it fresh and maintaining its natural creaminess. It's typically divided into portions of about 4 pounds. This type of packaging is commonly used for butter in the food industry. Did you know that about 40% of the butter on the market today is packaged in plastic containers? These sturdy plastic tubs help protect the butter from bumps and impacts during transport and display, minimizing the risk of the butter getting crushed or deformed, especially with sliced or stick butter. Another advantage of plastic containers is their convenience. They come with a secure, easy-to-open lid, making it simple to store the butter after each use. Plus, plastic containers can be stacked neatly, saving space in the refrigerator or on store shelves, making storage both organized and efficient. Le Beurre Bordier is a famous artisanal butter from France, produced by Jean-Yves Bordier, a master butter maker from Brittany. This butter is highly praised for its unique flavor, smooth texture, and exceptional quality. Made using local ingredients and traditional methods passed down through centuries, the workshop can produce up to 20,000 mini butter portions each day. Once the butter arrives from the factory, it is crafted by expert artisans who add various flavors. Some popular varieties of Bordier butter include seaweed butter, smoked salt butter, vanilla butter, and Espelette pepper butter. True to the brand's distinctive style, each flavor can be slightly adjusted to meet customer preferences. And of course, each butter has its own secret family recipe. The butter is then moved to large spinning tables where the next stage of mixing takes place. On these tables, the butter is mixed continuously until it reaches a uniform, velvety smooth texture. At this point, the butter is shaped into squares, rectangles, or even small cones, depending on the specific type. This process not only gives the butter its smooth consistency but also creates perfectly shaped portions, ready to deliver delicious flavors to consumers. If you find this journey interesting and want to discover more fascinating secrets about the food production process, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. The continuous churning process is crucial for bringing the fat molecules and the cream together, forming smooth butter grains. The butter is transferred into a special churn where each layer of butter dances in smooth motion, blending together. The mixers keep stirring the mixture, creating a soft, silky butter with a texture as smooth as a flowing stream. At this point, the butter is fully ready with an incredible smoothness that's sure to captivate anyone. From here, we have smooth, refined butter grains ready to create the perfect creamy butter.